Integration in AP Calculus isn't about being a math genius. I'm going to take the next 2 minutes to show you the substitution method so you can tackle the most difficult type of integration problem. In this problem, you're going to need to use the U substitution method to integrate what we see above. And a lot of students are always struggling to find what's the U, and there's a lot of different ways to decide that. The first one is that we're going to choose the thing here that's inside of our parentheses. Our U is the square root of X, and therefore our du, which you can look at as the derivative of U, is simply going to be the derivative of the square root of X, which we will get 1 over 2. And we always write dx here after our component. Now in this step, we're going to solve and isolate the dx by itself. So we'll get 2 times the square root of x. Now that's not magic math, that's simple algebra, but those are the first steps into solving any U substitution problem. Now, once you take this work here, we're going to then plug it back in for what we see in the original problem up top. So whenever we see a dx, we're going to substitute in 2 times the square root of x times du, and whenever we see a square root of x, we're going to substitute in our u. So here's what we get. Now at this point, we're going to see things canceling nicely. And what we can see is that the derivatives of the square root of x gives us that 1 over the square root of x. Therefore, the square roots of x cancel, and then now we get a 2 out in front. So now we're just simply left with 2 times the integral of cosine u du. And now that is an integral you should know how to take. And then our final answer is going to be 2. The integral of cosine is going to be sine of u. What's our u? Our u here is going to be simply the square root of x. So we're going to substitute that back in there. That's why we get sine square root of x plus c. It's going to take practice to get great at this method if this is the first time you are using it. However, this is how we do some of the most complicated integration problems in AP Calculus. This summer, I'll be hosting a boot camp covering some of the most complicated topics inside of the AP Calculus curriculum. So if you would like more details about how you can join the boot camp, DM me the word bootcamp below and I'll send you over some of the details.